Okay? Now, let's proceed with the fundamental training course. So, natapos na po tayo sa refresher training course. So, fundamental training course naman, prospective participants, we have the railway operator personnel, plus we have the non-railway operator personnel. So, ito po ay open to the public. No? For our qualification, unahin po natin yung mga railway operator. Sila po ay newly hired personnel without the direct experience in the railway operations and maintenance. Hired sila on December 1, 2020 and up to present. Yung kanina, refresher training course, November 30, 2020. So, doon po nahinto yung ating qualification for the existing personnel. For the newly hired, sila naman po ay December 1, 2020 up to present. Okay? Qualified sila to take the fundamental training course of the PRI. In addition to that, we are expanding our audience for the fundamental training course po to the public. So meron po tayong mga participants, pwede po sumali dyan, mag-join, mag-apply ang mga graduating college students, returning OFWs na gusto pong magtrabaho sa railway sector, and also the other eligible persons po na gustong mag-join in our railway industry. Okay? Because we all know that the railway sector po is a very promising sector due to its various massive infrastructure in terms of railway projects. So marami pong mag-ooperate na iba't ibang mga linya in the near future, no? And marami pong kakailanganin ng mga workers or personnel. Operations and maintenance pa lang po, marami na po ang kailangan. For our required documents po in the FT course, meron tayo kailangan na training application form. So, nabanggit po natin yan kanina, no? The TAF or the training application form. Kailangan din po mag-submit ng mga railway operator ng kanilang list of endorsed applicants. That is applicable lang po sa mga railway operator participants, ano? Or yung ating mga trainees. For the outside or the non-railway operator, kailangan po nilang mag-submit ng notarized undertaking form. Yung undertaking form po, ibinibigay po yan ng institute para po i-accomplish ng mga applicants at isasubmit po yan sa amin ng naka-notarize. In addition to that, magre-require po kami ng 2x2 photo ID sa mga non-railway operator participants, government-issued ID or any school ID for the graduating college students. So ito po previously we are required to submit the vaccination card. Pero depende na po yan, baka mawala na po itong vaccination card. At i-remind na lang po yung mga participants po natin na non-railway operator kung kakailanganin pa itong vaccination card. And for our graduating college students, we are requiring them to submit the student waiver. Okay? Yan din po ay ibibigay sa mga non-railway operator participants po natin para po i-accomplish yung waiver at saka po yung undertaking form. Lahat po yan ay isasubmit sa PRI. Okay? So, i-clear lang po natin. Ano ang isasubmit ng mga railway operator participants? So, training application form and also this list of endorsed applicants. For the non-railway operator, ang isasubmit po natin, training application form, notarized undertaking form, and itong 2x2 photo ID, any government-issued ID or school ID for graduating students, and ito pong student waiver. Clear po? So tatlo po ang requirements po natin with the non-railway operator. Ito po yung kanina, the training application form. Kaparehas lang po yan nung kaninang pinakita ko sa inyo na training application form. Standard po yan na application form in the PRI training courses. Mamimili lang po sila kung ano pong training courses yung interested sila at piliin lang din po kung ano yung competency or specialization ang gusto nilang i-take in the fundamental training course. Then, i-accomplish lang po yung mga personal details. So, this is for the railway operator. Notarized undertaking form po, yan po yung sample po natin. Ibibigay po namin yan sa inyo para po i-accomplish ng mga non-railway operator participants. And also the 2x2 ID, yung government ID, at saka po kung kinakailangan, the vaccination certificate or card. Now for the guidelines ng application po natin, si PRI po ay nag invite doon sa ating mga railway operator through invitation letter. Okay? Ito ay applicable lang sa mga railway operator participants, ano? Yung railway operator po, yung employee, mag-accomplish ng training application form. Yan po ay applicable sa non-railway operator. Mag-accomplish po kayo ng training application form. Si PRI po kapag po na-receive yung mga training application form and the official list of trainees, training application form po, i-review po yan ni PRI. At kung qualified po tayo, mag-i-issue po si PRI ng list of official trainees na mag-attend ng fundamental training course for this cycle. So kapag hindi po tayo existing workers or personnel ng ating mga railway operators, si PRI po ay mag-i-issue po or mag-i-email, magno-notify doon sa ating mga non-railway operator through email. So magbibigay po ng email, magsisend ng email ang PRI for the non-railway operator participants na ito po yung status ng application po natin, ganito po yung susunod na steps or meron po tayong scheduled training orientation na kailangan po kayo ay umattend. So bago po magsimula yung training, meron po tayong training orientation na ginagawa sa ating mga participants. Magkasama na po yan, ano? Si railway operator and the non-railway operator participants. Ang training orientation po natin ay face-to-face or in-person. So, si PRI po ay magbibigay ng schedule, ng oras, kung kailan po yung training orientation at required po pumunta or umattend lahat ng mga qualified or na-select na mga trainees for the fundamental training course. Kasi po doon po pag-uusapan, ano po yung magiging takbo ng training po natin, ano ang rules and regulations niya, ano yung kailangan i-submit, ano po ang mga activities, ano ang gagawin nating training, ano ang purpose natin sa training, at kailan tayo magti-take ng examination. So, lahat po ay pag-uusapan doon sa training orientation. Para po in the first day of the training ng fundamental training course, tuloy-tuloy na po tayo doon sa first topic po natin. Of course, we have these preliminaries, pero since alam na po natin kung ano po yung guidelines ng training, ano po yung mga protocols niya, policies, mga submissions, deadline, etc. Alam na po natin kung ano po yung responsibility natin as a trainee or participants. Okay? So, diretso po tayo sa first topic, then magra-run na po yung training po natin every week. Every week po yung binanggit ko kasi po ito ay hindi po magra-run ng 5 days lang. Okay? Approximately more than 2 months po yung ating fundamental training course. Pakita ko sa inyo later ano po yung detalye. Bakit 2 months? No, sobrang tagal naman ata ng training, 2 months. Kasi po marami po tayong kailangan pag-usapan dito sa fundamental training course. Binanggit po natin ang FT course po ay for newly hired personnel, meaning baguhan sa railway industry, railway sector, at kailangan po niyang magkaroon ng industry level knowledge, skills, and attitude na kailangan gawin niya para magampanan niya na maayos yung kanyang tungkulin diyan po sa ating mga railway operator. Si PRI po mag-i-invite doon sa ating mga eligible individuals through PRI Facebook page. Kasi kanina nabanggit natin, nag-i-invite si PRI ng opening ng fundamental training course through letter sa mga railway operator. Paano naman kapag hindi kami railway operator? Paano namin malalaman kung saan kayo mag-invite or kailan ang opening, ano? So si PRI po, magpo-post po siya sa kanyang official Facebook page ng opening ng ating fundamental training course at mag-submit po yung mga interested applicants ng mga required documents before the deadline. So yung participants po, magsasubmit po kayo ng training application form at saka notarized undertaking form. Kasama na po dyan yung 2x2 picture, government issued ID, student waiver form. Okay? So nandun na po yun, magkakasama. Naka-envelope po yan ha. Tapos po, isisend nyo po yan sa Columbia Tower, Unit 157, 15th floor. Dito po sa Ortigas, Mandaluyong. Okay? Face-to-face po ang pagsisend. Pero kung nasa malayong lugar kayo, halimbawa po nasa probinsya, pwede naman po via courier, ano? Pero kapag tayo ay nagsimula na ng training, tayo po ay kailangan pumunta dito po sa Metro Manila, dito po sa Mandaluyong. Kasi po may mga activities po tayo na kailangan po ng face-to-face session. We have the theoretical training at saka practical training. Usually, the theoretical po ay pwede namin gawin yan into online. Pero yung practical, yan po ay face-to-face session. Kailangan pong pumunta ng mga applicants natin na na-consider or na-select in the FT course na galing probinsya, pupunta sila dito sa Manila para po makapag-take or makapag-attend ng practical training natin. Okay? Si PRI po mag-evaluate ng mga submission ng mga participants po natin at magko-contact po si PRI through email within 5 days after the submission deadline. Okay? Hindi po ibig sabihin na nakapag-submit po kayo ng inyong mga documents. Tapos, within the deadline, ang pagsasubmit po natin, tayo po ay may assurance or we can say that we already secure a slot doon sa FT course. Ang ating FT course po ay limited slots lang po. First come, first serve. First, participants na makakomply ng mga documents within the deadline, siguradong may slot. Pero kahit po tayo ay may submit ng mga documents, kung medyo late na po yung pag-submit po natin, kung puno na po ang slots, hindi po tayo ma-accommodate doon sa ating FT course. Okay? So, paunahan po, for the non-railway operator personnel. Ganun po ang ating policy. Kailangan po kapag nag-open po ang PRI through Facebook, mag-submit na po kayo agad ng inyong mga application. Huwag nyo na pong hintayin yung ika-5th day ng deadline. Kasi po, paunahan po yan, mauubos po agad yung ating slots. Okay? So si PRI po magsisend po ng notification via email kung yung ating mga participants ay accepted or hindi sa ating FT course. So ang ating FT course po, as mentioned a while ago, we have the theoretical training at saka practical training. Theoretical training po, online mode po yan. Practical training, face-to-face session. Theoretical training po is subject to change in modality as determined by PRI. Hindi po ibig sabihin na naka-indicate dito na online mode siya ay kapag ka nagsimula tayo ng FT course, mag-online mode tayo. I-notify po namin kayo kung yung ating theoretical training ay mag-face-to-face session po tayo. Okay? For the practical training, this is conducted inside the railway operator premises such as the stations, depot, university premises, and also the Philippine Railways Institute Interim Training Center in Valenzuela City. Okay? So yan po yung mga venue ng ating practical training. Kaya po nabanggit ko kanina na kapag kayo ay interested to join in the PRIFT course, nasa probinsya po kayo, magsisend kayo ng inyong mga documents, yung hard copy, yung notarized undertaking form, isasend nyo po dito sa Columbia Tower. Okay lang po yun, no? Through courier. Pero kapag tayo ay nag-start ng practical training, kailangan po nandito kayo sa Metro Manila. Hindi pwedeng nasa probinsya kayo, magjo-join kayo through online. Wala pong ganun, ha? Kailangan po pag practical training, dito po tayo sa Metro Manila. Kasi po yung venue po natin nandito. Theoretical training, online mode po yan, pero kung kinakailangan, pag nagsabi po si PRI na magkakandak tayo ng face-to-face session, kailangan nyo rin pong pumunta dito. Wala po tayong online training. Okay? So, ino-notify po namin kayo with regards to our mode of training. Kung theoretical training, online ba yan or face-to-face? Pero in the practical training, automatically face-to-face session po yan.